Good evening all your blues, welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. In this video, we'll find out the latest news about Chelsea FC. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update. Chelsea 11 vs Newcastle. Enzo Maresca will have the option of changing his entire Chelsea 11 when Newcastle visit Stamford Bridge in the Premier League this weekend. The Italian played an entirely second-string side in Thursday night's Conference League 4-1 victory over Panathinaikos, with none of the players who started last weekend's defeat at Liverpool featuring and several not even making the trip. Maresca will have Wesley Fofana and Marc Cucurella available after they missed the 2-1 loss at Anfield through suspension. Cucurella, however, played 90 minutes against Panathinaikos and Malo Gusto could yet keep his place at left-back. Reece James is also available after coming through his comeback at Liverpool unscathed. Perhaps Maresca's biggest decisions come in central midfield, where Enzo Fernandez will be hoping to dislodge Romeo Lavia, and on the left wing, Jadon Sancho has been first choice in that position in recent weeks, but was hooked at half-time against Liverpool, and the likes of João Felix, Mykhailo Mudryk and Pedro Neto all either scored or assisted in the win in Greece. Chelsea predicted 11, Sanchez, James, Fofana, Colwill, Gusto, Caicedo, Lavia, Madueke, Palmer, Sancho, Jackson. Chelsea leads best CB in France. Reece, Chelsea and Tottenham are the two biggest names pursuing Lens centre-back Abdulkadir Kusanov, who has been described as a monster by teammates in what would be an unprecedented move. Kusanov is only 20, but is already making tracks in the professional game. Into his second season with Lens, and first as a regular starter, he has made a big impression this term. He has played 8 games in League One so far in the campaign, and has had the eyes of some big sides on him. TBR Football reports Premier League sides Chelsea, Tottenham, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Brighton and West Ham have all watched him this season. On the continent, each of Bayer Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, Napoli, Atalanta and Marseille are said to be keen on the 20-year-old. The report states he is already regarded as one of the best centre-backs in France, with teammates feeling the 6 feet 1 inch defender is a monster. At the moment, it is believed he would command a £25 million transfer fee. If he were to head to the Premier League, Kusanov would be breaking new ground. Indeed, no Uzbek player has ever represented a Premier League side, so it would be the first transfer of its kind. In fact, there are not many big-name Uzbek players across Europe. Kusanov finished third in Uzbek Player of the Year voting in 2023, and first-placed Abasek Fazaliyev was directly involved in 19 goals for CSKA Moscow last season. Eldor Shomurodov finished third in voting in 2022, but won the award in 2021. He is perhaps the Uzbek player who has reached the highest level, playing at Roma, where he has scored 7 goals and assisted 6 more in 55 games. If Kusanov was to make a move to the Premier League, it would be an achievement in itself, but given the status of the vast majority of Uzbek players, he could rise past them all and become the best footballing export from his country. Given he ranks in the 99th percentile for interceptions and the 92nd for blocks in all of Europe's top 5 leagues over the last year, it does not seem those skills will vanish anytime soon. Maresca love Renato Veiga. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca has talked up his preference for having so many versatile players in his first-team squad. Despite rejecting claims that he has separate teams for the Premier League and Cup competitions, Maresca has made full use of the players at his disposal for those aforementioned tournaments. On Thursday evening, Chelsea cruised to a 4-1 victory over Panathinaikos in the Conference League, having again made 11 changes to his team. João Felix netted a double alongside a Mykhailo Mudryk header and a Christopher Nkunku penalty as the Blues recorded their second successive win in European football's third-tier competition, as well as the attacking players staking their claim for more opportunities in the Premier League. Renato Veiga impressed in the middle of the defence. Before moving to Stamford Bridge in the summer, the 21-year-old was a relative unknown at Basel, but he has since progressed into an important squad member at Chelsea and Portugal international. Veiga was partly signed for his ability to play at left-back, centre-back and as a defensive midfielder, and he has duly made a positive impact in each role. Speaking to reporters at a press conference, as quoted by Football.London, Maresca said, "I just said to Renato, he has played already as a centre-back, a full-back, holding midfielder, attacking midfielder, he has already played for all 5 positions. One of my first press conferences. I said that the reason why I really like and love Chelsea is because many players can be versatile. Today, in my idea, if they can play different positions, then it is better for the team and especially for the players. Today, if you just play one position, I don't think it's enough, you need to learn more positions. Renato, Malo, Gusto, they are playing in different positions and they are doing well. Chelsea target wants to stay. According to a report by iNews, Arsenal and Chelsea remain keen on signing Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. However, the Swedish international has dealt a blow to the two London clubs' hopes of securing his services as he wants to sign a new contract with the Tyneside outfit beyond 2028. Much like Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak has established himself as one of the best players in the Premier League since joining Newcastle United from Real Sociedad in August 2022. While the Swede has struggled with fitness issues throughout his spell with the Tyneside outfit, he has made his mark whenever he has been on the pitch. In addition, the 25-year-old has finally started to fulfill his tremendous potential during his spell with Newcastle United. Isak has turned out 74 times thus far for the Magpies, while amassing 36 goals and 6 assists. Meanwhile, the player's progress at St James Park has not gone unnoticed. Widespread reports have linked the Swedish international with several high-profile clubs across Europe. A move across the Premier League might be on the cards, with Arsenal and Chelsea among Isak's prospective suitors ahead of the 2025 summer transfer window. Arsenal's interest in Alexander Isak is understandable. The Gunners are keen on signing a striker next year to add goals to the offensive department. Kai Havertz is the only reliable centre-forward in Mikel Arteta's squad, so Arsenal must invest in a prolific striker, with the Newcastle United mainstay emerging as a viable target. As for Chelsea, the West London club mulled over signing Isak from Newcastle United in the summer transfer window before pulling out of the deal. The continued interest makes sense, considering Nicolas Jackson is the only reliable striker in the Chelsea squad. However, Isak might not join Arsenal or Chelsea next year, as he wants to commit his long-term future to Newcastle United. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.